Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of my Trove Let's Play series. Today, we are continuing with the dragons. You know how it was so funny? I was almost done with all the dragons, but like, they just keep making more and more dragons. So I guess I'm just gonna be doing these dragon videos forever. Hopefully not, hopefully not. I didn't want to do 2 Let's Play videos in a row. I just didn't really know what to do today in terms of a video, so I was like, well, I have these dragon fragments, so might as well use them. So if you guys actually have, this is my call to arms for you guys. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any videos that you want to be made, like guides or anything like that, just basically anything I talk about as well. It doesn't have to be a guide, but just any like videos, video requests, I guess you guys have. Let me know. I'll be taking video requests, and then maybe I'll post your guys' comment, and you guys can, you know, get a shout out for posting a video that I would create. I used to do that all the time, actually every single day. It was a viewer requested video every single day. So I did want to try that out a little bit, mostly because I'm out of ideas. Not really, I have a whole list of ideas, but because I don't know what to make currently in the current landscape of Trove. All my ideas are from way back when before I started like kind of being less consistent on YouTube. So just let me know all that stuff down below. It's like you're trying to ask for video ideas, but you don't want to sound desperate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I'm not that desperate yet. At least yet, okay? At least yet. But anyways, let's go into the actual video. It's been almost 2 minutes already just talking about that. So yes, today we are going to be crafting up another dragon. If you guys want to see the last dragon that I was mentioning, we actually crafted Ceres the previous video, so you can go check my previous video, or you can just click the card in the top right corner. And speaking of the previous video, I also mentioned how you guys should all join my Discord in an attempt to get you guys to more of my social media. So today we're gonna do Twitter. If you guys want to check me out on Twitter, that is the best place to follow me, because that's where I post my YouTube videos, my Twitch live streams. That's where I post my feelings and stuff, my opinions and stuff. Basically everything I do is on Twitter, to be honest. So that is the best place you can go to find me. So check me out, twitter.com/underrated54, or you can find it in the description below. And let's finally get into the video. So today, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, I'm actually going to be crafting, finally, Crisopeia. I think that's what I've always called it. I don't know its actual name, but I've always called it Crisopeia. And if you guys have been watching my channel, well, honestly, for years, it's been years since this dragon has been announced, and I am finally able to craft it. If you guys, like I said, have been following me for the past couple years, like literally years, I've been looking forward to this dragon and waiting for this dragon for all of this time. I know it's been out for almost a year now, but so it would have been a year, not years, but you know, it is years for me. This is actually, they showed this dragon off before Mantle of Power even came out. Before gems even existed in the game, they showed off this dragon. So yeah, this dragon is something that I've been looking forward to for a while. This was my first, like, wow, that dragon looks sick. And I'll show you guys why. This is the first ever dragon where I was really looking forward to it. This is the first dragon in the lineup of 8 dragons that they first ever made. So yes, this dragon is really old, like I was mentioning. Did it auto-complete? Maybe auto-completed. I was waiting for it to kind of pop in my inventory. Criso. Oh yes, we got him. We got him. So, through sheer willpower, she rejected assimilation by the robot overlords, transforming into the first kami of the Neon City in the process. So, this thing's actually got quite a bit of lore attached to it. You know, quote-unquote lore, haha. But, you know, it's got quite a big title for this dragon, to be honest. The first ever kami. But anyways, the stats are 5% energy regen, 1000 max health, and 50 magic find. Not too useful in terms of like the grand scheme of classes, but very useful on a specific select classes, mainly like Candy Barb, Tomb Raider, you know, Dracolite, those kind of classes that use a lot of energy regen. But this is what the dragon looks like. So like I said, this dragon is really old. They took so long to create this dragon, or to release it, I mean. It took so, gosh dang, well, I was gonna cuss, but this ain't my Twitch channel. Gosh dang it, there you go, I guess that works. This thing has taken so long to come out. It's the old model. This is the original dragon model when it was super tiny. It looks like an adult dragon. But anyways, yes, this dragon, man, I've been waiting for this thing. This thing, like I said, back in the day, a couple years ago, when there were basically no dragons in the game, and this was the first ever community-made like lineup of dragons. the original 8. This thing was god tier back then, and it still is. Like, look at these VFX on its wings. Let's see its actual shooting VFX. Like, those aren't the most intrinsic, the most extravagant. There you go. I guess I can use that one. The most extravagant, like, VFX. The actual ball, if you can see the fireball, it's like a little missile. It's really cool. And then obviously the wing VFX are awesome. The eyes glowing are awesome. This dragon is awesome. I'm glad I finally am able to actually use it. It's been a mod for the past couple years, but finally it's in the actual game. So as you guys can tell, I like this dragon. Like I said in the last video, once again, check out my previous video on Ceres, the Golden Veil Dragon. I am more into these kind of like darker themed dragons. Even though this is the old model, it has a little bit of nostalgia for me, so that is a little bit of a factor there. But I do like this dragon. Honestly, because it's the old model and so tiny, it is not going to be my top 5, top 10, to be honest, really. I wouldn't think if I had to line up all the dragons together like I did before. You guys can check out that video too, I guess, when I lined up all the dragons together and told you guys literally my favorite dragons in the game. But yeah, this probably won't crack that list just because there's so many dragons in the game now. There's like 50 plus dragons, maybe even getting close to 100. I don't even know anymore. So yeah, we're getting close to 50 dragons. So top 10 is not a lot. It's that's not a lot of room for improvement. That's 25% of all the dragons, which is a huge chunk of them. Just in a top 10, so it's not going to crack my top 10, but still an amazing looking dragon. As you guys can tell, I got nostalgia for it. I love this dragon. It is awesome. It's just not as in-depth as the dragons of the past couple years, obviously. But yeah, the dragon looks amazing. Good job. Once again, years ago, he probably doesn't even play the game anymore, to be honest. Like most mod makers, but yeah, let's do a little bit of farming. We're going to go back to the Fey Forest because I'm still working on that last dragon. Because I do have a couple effigies, which you guys can see in my inventory here. But these can be deconstructed now. I don't need those anymore. This dragon is the last dragon I actually don't have an effigy for. So this is the dragon that I need to farm to make sure that my 2 effigies go to the correct dragons that I don't have yet. Which is the, not the golden chaos chest. What is that? Imagine if they made a dragon for the golden chaos chest. Jeez, that would suck so bad. But for the light chaos vaults, there's a light chaos vault dragon, and then there's also the starfire dragon, which surprisingly, killing a mob in Uber 1, like one of the the world bosses in Uber 1. In the Fey Forest, this exact biome, this exact portal I went into, and I just killed one of the random, large mobs in the world that are mini bosses. The field bosses, however you want to call them. I got a starfire fragment, which I might have actually deconstructed. Oh no, here it is. I still have it in my inventory with all the random like stellars and stuff that I get. So I actually got a starfire dragon egg fragment, just randomly killing like these mobs, not the pinata invaders. They can't drop them, but the bigger mobs. You guys know what I'm talking about. The bosses that you just find out in the open world, that are normal mobs. I got a starfire dragon fragment, but that's the next dragon that I need. Those 2 dragons are the only 2 dragons that I'm missing, plus the Arachnophon one. To be honest, it might have been better to actually farm the starfire dragon fragments, because even though they used to be the hardest fragments in the entire game to get, it was taking people like 200 plus hours to grind that dragon. I have heard, well, I have not confirmed it myself, I have heard that that dragon is actually easier now to get than Arachnophon, because Arachnophon is still insane. I have, like I mentioned in the previous video, I only have 40 fragments out of now 10 hours of farming. 10 hours of farming for 40 fragments. That's not even halfway done. So it is about a 30 to 50 hour dragon still. Again, I already mentioned this, but it is still a very large amount of time to spend on one single dragon. Whereas I've heard the Starfire one is about 15 to 30 hours. Still a long time to grind out one single dragon, but it's better than the 200 plus and even better than the 30 to 50 plus. So I might change and grind out the Starfire, but I'm almost halfway through the Arachnophon, so I'm kind of split and torn which one I want to do. If I'm halfway through the Arachnophon one, just about halfway, 40%. If I'm 40% through the Arachnophon one, then it might be worth to just stick with it. But it is in the back of my mind that I was wasting a bunch of time, and I should have started with the Starfire one and then just effigied the Arachnophon. But, you know, I did the opposite. And it's too late now. We live and we learn, I guess. So I guess that would be my little tip. Again, I don't have that confirmed for me. The only experience I have with the Starfire Dragon fragments is that I randomly got one in Uber 1 when farming this dragon, the Arachnophon dragon, you know, killing all the spiders. One of the spiders happened to be a big field boss because it just are random, and it dropped a Starfire fragment instead of Arachnophon. So, yeah, I don't really know personally, but I have heard. And I'm inclined to believe anybody, you know. I'm a nice guy. I believe anything I hear. That's why I've made videos saying wrong release dates in the past. Because I just believe what I hear. I have no reason to disbelieve anybody. But, yeah, that'll actually be it for this video. Kind of keeping it on time, 10 minutes. Wow. I felt like I rambled, but maybe I just rambled the entire 10 minutes instead of waiting till the end to ramble. So, I don't know. You guys can tell me. So, once again, follow my Twitter, guys. Go check me out on Twitter. That is the best place to find me on the internet, because you will still get my YouTube videos, and you'll get my Twitch live streams, and you'll get how I'm feeling, and you'll get just random conversations that I'm having, and you can personally, you know, message me, or message me publicly through a mention and all that good stuff. So Twitter is the place to go. So make sure you guys go and follow me on Twitter in the description below, or just find me underrated54 everywhere on the internet. And, yeah, that'll be it. Also, before we end the video, let me know if you guys have any requests for video ideas in the future. I will be doing requests and shouting you guys out like I used to a long time ago, a couple years ago. So yeah, do all that stuff up, and I will see you guys next time. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like, and if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button, plus the bell next to it so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. If you would like to further support the channel, make sure to check out my Humble Bundle affiliate links in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.